Prime Minister's office received medical supply donations in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Deputy Prime Minister Professor Dr. Kikeo Kaikampitun says supporting the government with money and equipment is an extremely important contribution to the dedicated National Task Force for COVID-19 Prevention and Control. While the virus remains a threat, support from all sources is essential to bolster efforts to contain the epidemic. Huawei Lao contributes telecommuting equipment worth 350 million kip to Lao Prime Minister office on May 7th, helping to improve government remote working environment in the severe pandemic. The donation also presented in Vientiane by CEO of Huawei Laos and witnessed by Deputy Prime Minister, Chairman of the National Task Force Committee for COVID-19 Prevention and Control, Deputy Prime Minister Professor Dr. Kikeo Kaikampitun. The Ministry of Technology and Communication, together with Unitel, have contributed cash and technical assistance worth 5 billion kip or $500,000 to government efforts in response to the COVID-19 outbreak, which poses a serious threat to human life and Laos economy. The Ministry and Star Telecom company Unitel have donated 1.5 million kip in cash, data and telephone accounts worth 1.35 million kip, and a vaccination management and vaccine passport system with a total value of up to 5 billion kip. The Royal Thai Embassy to Laos has provided cash and materials worth over 16 million baht to the Lao government to support efforts to combat the COVID-19 outbreak. The donated items were handed over in Vientiane on Friday by the Ambassador of the Kingdom of Thailand to Laos, Mr. Jetsada Khattavetin, on behalf of the Thai government to the Minister of Health and Deputy Head of the National Task Force for COVID-19 Prevention and Control, Dr. Bunfang Pumalaisit. The Thai government's donation, together with medical supplies, totaled 12.8 million baht, or 4.1 billion kip. Donations worth 4.3 million baht delivered on Friday comprised the cash donation of 2 million baht, 180 patient beds, 50,000 medical masks, 2,370 pieces of personal protective equipment or PPE, and 6 mobile swab testing units for use in hospitals in Bokeo province. A second shipment of supplies from the Thai government worth more than 8.5 million baht to be delivered by the end of this month will consist of 2,000 PPE outfits, COVID-19 test equipment, DNA, RNA extraction kits, and 2,500 test kits for use in hospitals in Bokeo and Sayaburi provinces. Thailand will also provide medical equipment for use in hospitals in Savanakhet province, including a defibrillator, patient monitoring machine, infrared thermometers, oxygen regulators, and pulse oximeters. In addition, Thailand will provide online medical public health consultation to strengthen COVID-19 testing capacity and collaboration between Thai and Lao medical staff, especially at the Thai-Lao border, to prevent the spread of COVID-19. In another donation, the Thai-Lao Association for Friendship has provided 500,000 PPE outfits and 480 N95 masks worth 100,000 Thai baht from the Lao Embassy in Bangkok. Lastly, the Thai Embassy to Laos and Team Thailand are facilitating support from the Thai Business Association in Laos, the Thailand-Laos Business Council, Thai companies in Laos, and Thai nationals residents in Laos. Cash donations and medical supplies worth more than 3.4 million baht, or about 1 billion kip, will be handed over to the Lao government by May 12th. The cash donation and medical equipment from the Thai government, private sector, and Thai people reflect the country's concerns for the people of Laos and underscore Thailand's resolute solidarity with Laos as a close neighbor with special bonds and readiness to tackle the COVID-19 outbreak together, the Thai Embassy to Laos said. Officials from the Joint Development Bank on Friday present 2.5 billion kip to Deputy Prime Minister Professor Dr. Kikeo Kaikampitun as a contribution to combat the COVID-19 outbreak. Officials from the Hunan Chamber of Commerce in Laos on Friday gave 231,950,000 kip and medical equipment worth 174 million kip to Deputy Prime Minister Professor Dr. Kikeo Kaikampitun towards Laos' efforts to tackle the COVID-19 outbreak. Staff from Phubia Mining Company on Friday presented 30,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccine to Deputy Prime Minister Professor Dr. Kikeo Kaikampitun. Deputy Prime Minister Professor Dr. Kikeo Kaikampitun said the party and government were determined to use all possible measures to deal with the epidemic. Supporting the government with money and equipment is extremely important contribution to the dedicated National Task Force for COVID-19 prevention and control. While the virus remains a threat, support from all sources is essential to bolster efforts to contain the epidemic.